Get ready, time is up. Nibiru, Planet X, has already started the planetary transformation. Very few are serious about what is happening to the planet. However, the majority of the world's population does not know what happens in the skies, under the earth and in the seas. Pay no attention to the symptoms of the sick earth and rotten society. They know that the weather is different, that the weather is too hot or too cold, and they are only interested in knowing if it might rain and spoil their vacation or weekend. Subscribe to this channel. Here you will have unique information about the grand finale of this civilization. Soon only a few will wake up in the shock of chaos, but it will be too late. Situations like what is happening in New York and other parts of the world, as well as new underwater volcanoes waking up, is just a prelude to the great climatic, geological and astronomical chaos, which will happen in 2023. Very serious facts are being seen and felt. There is no reaction. No one is preparing for what is coming soon. These will be devastating, indeed cataclysmic events. Those who forget the signs of the heavens, the earth and the sea will pay dearly for this boldness, for underestimating them. They make fun of those who try to warn them and begin to discredit them. Those who take seriously, study and manage to read the signs that nature sends, decipher them, interpret them, feel anxious to alarm the blind people of today's society, blind people who do not want to see, and that for them there will be a big hole at the end. Listen carefully to what you're going to hear now, share this video, leave a like and subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to let your family know. 2023 will be the year of earthquakes and volcanoes. They will become more violent, frequent and alarming. No, I'm not psychic. I have scientific evidence of members within NASA and FEMA. Governments are prepared because they know that Nibiru, Planet X, will reach perihelion in late 2023. It simply isn't disclosed to the world's population, which is being programmed into a big brother of zombie mass entertainment. The Earth's crust will simply tear, like paper. The seas will flood coastal cities below sea level. The sun will enter its solar maximum and discharge at any moment the largest coronal mass ever seen by humanity. You are fools and zombies because you think that movies like Deep Impact, Greenland, 2012, Day After Tomorrow, Armageddon, are just science fiction. No, it's not. They convey in the movies what they know will happen on Earth, with the arrival of Nibiru, to the nearest point of the Earth. I have evidence that I cannot expose on YouTube, nor on any social platform. We have what no YouTube channel has, scientific and astronomical evidence of the great arrival of Nibiru, and the displacement of plates and tectonic fissures. By 2030 the continents will be transfigured. You can write what I'm saying, that's if you're alive. Our channel has sources within the world's leading scientists, all anonymous and highly confidential. Our commitment is uniquely divine. Save our clear conscience towards our Lord Jesus Christ. Whoever wants to listen and prepare for the great tribulation, thank the Lord of the universe. Few have the knowledge and don't disclose it. That's why this channel was born. Galactic alert. Volcanoes with violent and unpredictable eruptions. Those that become active will take many lives. There will be hundreds of them. Yes, in 2023, just after Easter, will be the most critical moments of Earth geology. We think science clearly agrees with biblical prophecies. The Earth will stagger like a drunk. Larger asteroids and meteors will fall to Earth in 2023. Will create devastating earthquakes in addition to shock waves which will destroy many properties, people, animals and even small towns. They will help spur other volcanoes into activity. If they fall into the sea, they will generate spectacular tsunamis which will sweep away many cities forever. The climate is collapsing. Unbelievable storms and droughts. Many signs are being seen in the skies. Signals caused by alien spacecraft, trumpet sounds and Nibiru showing itself little by little, just as it did in 2012. The weather is totally crazy. See the example of New York. In the skies, the clouds are looming, foreshadowing that this time it's for real. It was at this point that people began to believe that truly something worrying, gigantic and irreversible could cloud their lives. The tides are violent and little by little they will start to take over the cities. Many of them will disappear. The tectonic plates will lose their stability and that will generate huge earthquakes around the world. The earthquakes in the world will be as strong as on Venus, although we will have earthquakes that will reach about 5, and even 8, on the Richter scale. Later, when the situation is completely appalling, the explanation for the dramatic events will have to be imputed to the cosmic object, named Nibiru. It, with its magnetic and gravitational force, will attract the core of the Earth to itself, which will cause the devastation of the continents to erupt, as the tectonic plates will be thrown in all directions. But if they really blame Nibiru, it will be too late, because we warned them well in advance. The Sun's magnetic storms have intensified vigorously. With the powerful force of its magnetism, Nibiru began to influence the magnetic field of the Sun, initiating the reversal of its poles, acting strongly on its core, which became hyperexcited. In this way, there is a great danger of being hit by the solar cannon. This is a solar superexplosion, sending a coronal mass, in the flow of the solar wind, right in the direction of the Earth. If in this explosion we are aligned with the cannon, the Earth will suffer a devastating impact with an increase in temperature immediately. Subscribe to the channel, and get ready. Our magnetosphere could break down for some time. The solar wind, carrying in its bulge mass coronal, finding a weak door, can easily break it down and then fry an entire city the size of New York or even an entire region, spreading total destruction without chances of there being survivors, be it people, animals, vegetables, and even insects. The effect of this exposure works like an atomic bomb. Nothing survives. The Earth's core is a powerful magnet made up of nickel and iron, but it is very weak and small compared to the Nibiru field which, even far away, is already acting on our planet. In order for the Earth's magnetic field to be able to defend us, it has to be active and at its own intensity. If the core's rotation slows down by reducing its speed, the Earth's magnetic field becomes weakened to defend our planet. The Earth's core is being flipped and oriented north to south, reversing polarity. It will be in the future south-north. Scientific data does not deceive. Governments have known this for a long time, but they cannot tell the population. They created scenarios with very elaborate backdrops to mystify global warming. Heads of government meet somewhere on the planet, make a lot of publicity and set quotas to reduce CO2 emissions. But they know that the real culprit of chaos is Nibiru. The general public is manipulated and lies are told with such stagecraft and vehemence that they become truth to the world's population. That's why governments are launching chemical trails. It's about protection against ultraviolet rays, which have never been so intense. Nibiru is the greatest nightmare of Earth's governments. The decrease in the rotation of the Earth's core results in a weakening of the magnetic field. Being weak, it lets through large flows of UV rays, so high that they can compromise people's health, as they destroy the bone marrow, causing the weakening of our organic defenses and leaving us vulnerable to all kinds of opportunistic diseases. They cause skin cancer, cataracts and many other diseases. They also destroy crops. The forests are vulnerable and burn, as these rays penetrate deep into any plant or animal being. Nibiru, after it entered our solar system in 2002, continued its course altering the orbits of the planets. Before, however, it passed through the Oort cloud, beyond the solar system, and through the Kuiper belt, on the periphery of our system. Both clusters, full of asteroids. A courtship of meteors and asteroids were drawn by Nibiru's power, captured by its gravity and magnetism. In its oblique orbit, with an inclination of 35 to the plane of the solar equator, Nibiru, highly massive and magnetic, behaved like a huge magnet attracting massive bodies like the Earth for example. Shortly before approaching Jupiter, it also began to influence asteroids that form the asteroid belt, located between Mars and Jupiter. As it got closer, it unbalanced the delicate orbital state of these asteroids, which behaved almost like iron filings, attracted by a powerful magnet. The day is near when these asteroids will penetrate our planet's atmosphere. That's because they will come in large numbers and somehow some of them will manage to penetrate our atmosphere. As Nibiru approaches, it will act vigorously on our planet and, more incisively, on the Earth's core, which will be pulled towards Nibiru. At the same time, it will provide for the inversion of the Earth's poles, which are the reason for our magnetic field. The Earth will lose its 23 inclination with respect to the solar ecliptic. Its axis will be parallel to that of the Sun. This action will cause the core to press hard on the magma, which will press on the tectonic plates. This will be a complete disaster as there will be a domino effect and each tile will put pressure on its neighbor. You don't have to be a geologist to understand the cataclysmic effects this action will have. Hundreds of volcanoes will explode due to the pressure of the magma on the crust. In this agony, our planet will suffer many earthquakes, many, above 9 points on the Richter scale, which at this intensity causes the Earth to liquefy, that is, the soil starts to behave like a liquid. This could sink entire continents and give rise to new ones. Colossal tsunamis never seen in movies, but in nightmares, will form and invade the continents with such violence that, wherever they go, they will not leave traces that one day, there would have been a city there. Nothing will stand, no traces will remain. When the worst effects wear off, some continents will be gone. Almost 2/3 of the Earth's population will be gone. Just over a third of human beings, animals and plants will have saved themselves to continue and man will then start rebuilding the planet. Final care for your family. 01 Make an emergency kit first aid. 02 At home, have canvas for the roof, glass and other protective functions. 03 Gradually stock up on canned goods. Prepare, special care, for people with physical or mental disabilities. 04 Stock up on drinking water. 05 Buy cell phone chargers based on solar energy. 06 It would be interesting to have at least a pair of walkie-talkie, and spare batteries, as well as a solar charger. 07 If you can, make a bunker with just one container. If money is tight, make a consortium between friends and increase more bunker units. 08 Pay attention to the news, especially the international ones. Remember that the Internet still works and it is a complete repository for research and information. 09 Let your family know about this situation. 10 Study as much as possible these alerts about Nibiru. Take it very seriously. Who warns you is your friend. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to receive new videos.